It's a 109-107 lead for Milwaukee in this fourth quarter. Here is Durant. He turns. He shoots. Yes! With 1 second remaining. We go to overtime.
No matter the pressure, no matter what's going on, we are built for this.
Durant, air ball with 0.3 of a second remaining. But that'll do it. The Bucks beat the Nets in 7.
Man, I have been lucky. I've gotten to cover some incredible games, but that Game 7, it had to be one of the most thrilling games that I've ever gotten to work. Barclays Center, it was electric, and the improbable just kept happening. And we don't cheer on press row, but it was one of those games that I remember having to work not to jump up and be like, oh my gosh. And thinking back to it now, 2 things stand out to me. One, Giannis pumping his fist in the air as he walked off the court. And then the Nets sentiment. Their sentiment was, we didn't have enough, and now we have unfinished business. So I sat down with James Harden recently, and I asked him about this matchup.
By the time that I see you next, which is going to be in Brooklyn in a week and a half, you'll be facing the Milwaukee Bucks in Brooklyn for the first time since the toe was this much on the line.
17.
What is that game? Is that one you've circled on the calendar as a litmus test for you all?
Yeah, man, they were the champs. And it's exciting because we took them to Game 7. It didn't go our way, but that's definitely a game that we're excited about. And yeah, we have one to schedule that circuit. Kind of our give-back game.
Give back game. This Bucks Nets game, it gives us It gives us a chance to play a little quick game. Let's play a little game of what if. So Zach, I want to start with you. Who wins the NBA championship last season if Kevin Durant's toe wasn't on the line?
Doesn't Perk have a saying about this? If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk or something. I don't like what ifs, but I'm going to answer this. It's hard to know with Kyrie's injury status and Harden's injury status, but assuming Harden's hamstring keeps getting a little better as the playoffs go on, assuming Kyrie returns, I think the Brooklyn Nets win it all. And you know why? I haven't seen one defense with any kind of answer for those 3 dudes on the floor at the same time. So if they're forcing me to play what if, I'm going Brooklyn wins the championship.
Perk?
Sorry, Phoenix.
Well, I disagree. I'm going with the Suns. We'll be talking about Chris Paul winning his first championship and what does he rank for as all-time greats because he would have added to his legacy. Because here's the thing. We just talked about the what if with James Harden for his hamstring. He just said this year he still was dealing with that, not having a full summer to be able to work out like he wanted to. So he wouldn't have been 50%. And we have to remember, yes, Giannis was dominant throughout that series, but the other person that changed that entire series was Drew Holiday.
Yep.
And Lord knows, nobody wanted to see Drew Holiday. So just taking him out the equation would have let Chris Paul and Devin Booker go off and have big nights, and they would have brought the title back to the Valley.
Oh, that may be true, but I mean, and I know we're talking about that shot for Kevin Durant being a 3, but the Milwaukee Bucks were so good in that series because when they got down in that big hole, my goodness. And that's a growth period for them. Going back a couple of years ago to Toronto, when they got down, they couldn't figure out how to fight back. And that is not what happened here. So, ooh, that Bucks championship, that was a tough one to win. And my hat is off to them. And it was so much fun being in the building and watching those games.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.